All right. I think I'm. So, guys, there's one more question in the channel. According to you, are certifications enough to showcase domain expertise? It's from Swaraj. Anyone in the chat who wants to answer this question, please feel free to do it. I think there are people who might have better opinions on this. Based on my thoughts, I think certifications do hold a lot of strength in your resume for getting shortlisted. Given the Indian market, the way it works, especially if you're coming from a non-computer science background. I'm taking computer science right now because that's what I do right now. I don't know biology at all, right? So the thing is, if you're coming from a non-computer science background, maybe from IT, maybe from electronics and communication engineering, mechanical and all, you need to have some basic courses that you have done in computer science to be able to say that, hey, my basics are clear, right? You need to have that. It's good for you on a longer run as well, right? Like my brother has done so many courses, for example, right? For him to be able to say that he's into computer vision, he has done a lot of courses. I think that really helps you, but depends on the courses you're talking about. If you go on Udemy and keep on clicking those things and say generate certificate, it might help you get shortlisted still, because there's some keywords that HRs use, right? Or they will look at you and they might shortlist you, but that's not a thing I'll suggest. But they are not enough. They help you, but they are not enough. You always need some practical things that you have done. Like as Jay said, right? It, according to you, to him, as a fresh, it holds a lot of value, yes, but it's not enough. You need to showcase something that you have built that has reached the user. If not user, you need to showcase that you have used that project to build something out of it. And you use that course to build something out of it, right? And that's why you see that a lot of courses have this end project thing, right? That build this project out of whatever you've learned through this course, right? Yes. So it's, as I said, you can get shortlisted just by courses as well. People get into Google and Microsoft. Not the benchmark, to be honest, at least anymore. I hope people start realizing. But any company, any company is a good company, by the way, if they are having good sales in terms of finances, right? But the thing is, uh, for you to get shortlisted, courses might be enough for some companies, depending on the kind of filters they have. But to reach to the EM round, engineering manager round, and be able to say that, yes, I know this thing, I would say having a project that reached the user directly end to end. You took something out from scratch, or wherever you're using your API and all, did you make sure that some people are using it? Because when you have that customer obsession in the corporate world, that is very useful. You know, even in open source, if you are not thinking about users who are using this thing, it's not useful. So I would say certifications, great idea. Still a great idea. I'm not advertising you faking the certificates, but people do it, they still get shortlisted. So if I have to be honest, in corporate world, unfortunately, even faking certificates, people do that. I will never ever do it. I'll never ask you to do it as well. But certifications help. Better certifications help you. So please choose certifications like, for example, Google Developer Expert. I don't know. There's some certification on GCP, AWS. I never did any of it. I'm the last person to do courses. I don't understand courses. I mean, I can't watch videos because half of the time I'm streaming. It's very difficult for me to watch videos except one show I like. And Jay knows. Please don't say it out loud. People will unsubscribe. Okay. So that's it. Do projects that reach to the users. Make them open source. Let people look at your code, if possible, and that's gonna put some more confidence in them for you. Yeah. Hope that answers your question. If anyone has, don't fall for clickbait courses, please. 50. Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying it that out loud. 5 hours Django expertise. Don't do it for an expertise. You might get Django knowledge about it, but don't fall for it. Don't fall for it at all. That's it. That's a really, really good suggestion. You don't know me. You should start putting out your username in public so that people can know who you are. Swaraj says, so both related projects and certificates from good credibility. That's a really good way to put it, bro. You summarized my 5 minutes of video in one line. That's very rude. But yeah, um, related projects, yes. And don't do like many projects, right? Having relevant projects is good. And also don't end up doing one project for 1 year, because understand how much time do you have, right? See, you can always follow some ethics you have, but as I always say, in India, there's a system that you have to follow. Ideally, having a 1 year long project and making it big is amazing, but you need to have a job. Those people who are getting to do it, either they have the luxury to do it or they have the courage to do it. They've taken that risk. I will not suggest everyone to take that risk. Build smaller things. Smaller doesn't mean that they don't have to reach the users. Divide a huge project into pipelines. Start uh, start showing it to users. Start bringing it to life more often. Like for example, Context Pilot, that was this still going on 7 months, right? But the very first day, I had a demo ready. I had a plugin ready. I had a VS Code plugin ready. I had a new Vim plugin ready. I had a backend server ready. It was working. It was built at Abnormal Hackathon. Okay, like we had a hackathon at Abnormal, and I built it there. 1 day to 7 months, it's there. But I knew that I want to build something that people can see and say, "Oh, it's working." Yeah, that's my analogy. Hope it helps you out. Hi Shivam, thank you so much for joining. Hello, what's up? Cool. Thank you for asking the question, by the way. Hope it helped you out. And I appreciate you guys being here, by the way.